Music, they're off and running now. Magic Music, Chili's both bounce quickly. Dipping after the start, Matadores dropping in behind them with Southlands, Variety Star. Further in then is Acarana, followed by Meccano, and Gladden over on the inside of it, Miscontrol backing out towards the tail. It's Magic Music on the outside fence, about a neck in front from on the outside of it, the New Zealander Chili's in the lime colours. A length and a half Southlands from Variety Star, Acarana, about 5 off the outside fence. Meccano inside it, Gladden hooking back behind them from Miscontrol, and last of all in the race of the 600-metre mark, dropping right out now, Miscontrol back at the tail in company with Lorenzo. They go down towards the 550. It's Magic Music about a neck in front, trying to pick it up on the inside of it now as Chili's coming after it. Then Meccano, they get away 3 lengths, Southland, Acarana, Variety Star, Gladden, Matadores. It's Chili's after this leader, which is Magic Music. Hard on the outside fence, Magic Music a neck in front. Chili's sticking with it now from Meccano further in. They've cleared out from Southlands, Acarana and Gladden. Magic Music in front. Chili's back to the inside, having another crack at it now. Chili's going up to Magic Music. Magic Music ahead in front. Chili's starting to wear it down. Magic Music just in front of Chili's. They hit it. Magic Music a nose, I'd say, to Chili's. 3 away, third Meccano from Gladden. Then Acarana, a gap Southlands, a long gap Matadores, Variety Star. Then Lorenzo and Miscontrol is tailed off.
And number 9, Magic Music at $2.90 the win, $1.80 for the place. 1 Chili's, 170, 6 Meccano, $2.80. We'll check the result. Here's
9 Magic Music to pay $2.80, $1.50, 1 Chili's, $1.90 and 6 Meccano, $2.40.
Magic Music gets it over Chili's, and third goes to Meccano, 9, 1 and 6. 9, 1, 6. Magic.
We have correct weight Adelaide and correct weight Canberra.
OK, with the beeper we'll confirm that. Scratching Sydney. Race 4 coming up. Number 2 Amaru, 139 by stewards on vet's advice. Number 2 Amaru. Racing this time, Flag Carrier dwelt slightly, missed at 3/4, and Patu first to leave the boxes from Wiggly Woo, going up quickly, Kiwi Bonus with Sinduda, and then comes Rhythm and Flow, Flag Carrier, House of Chimes, followed by Lady of Snows, and a length and a half to 2 lengths further back in the field is Starfire Gem. Sinduda leading, and at the 650 has a break of a length and a quarter. Flag Carrier wider is Patu, closely followed by Rhythm and Flow. Off the track, Wiggly Woo, then Kiwi Bonus, House of Chimes, Lady of Snows, and 3 lengths further back is Starfire Gem around the corner, and Flag Carrier coming up on the inside of Sinduda to hit the front. Third is Patu, followed by Rhythm and Flow. Lady of Snows getting up inside Flag Carrier. Down to the 250, Flag Carrier headed off by on the outside Patu, and Patu draws clear. Rhythm and Flow into second. Posse Flag Carrier will run second last, but it's Patu revelling in the ground. Rhythm and Flow second, then Wiggly Woo, Starfire Gem getting home well, but Patu will win easily. Patu a length and a half to Rhythm and Flow, third Wiggly Woo, followed by House of Chimes, Starfire Gem, Lady of Snows, Flag Carrier, followed by Sinduda, and Kiwi Bonus was last to complete the course.
Number 3 Patu to pay $4.50 and 175. Rhythm and Flow, $2.10 and 1 Wiggly Woo to pay $2.40.
Has won it and won it comfortably. Number 5 second. And Rhythm and Flow will be the horse at $2.60, and number 1 Wiggly Woo for third, and will pay $2.20. The time was 60.18, 60.18, and the winner Patu, trained by Barbara Joseph for well-known livestock insurer Bobby Logan, along with R.E. Keary and N.W. Andrews. A brown filly 3 Covetous Polar Maid, ridden by Andrew Gibbons. Second Rhythm and Flow by Crested Wave from La Monica. A Bay filly 3, trained by Tim Martin at Tam with Len Todd aboard. And Wiggly Woo, a Bay filly 3 by Polish Patriot from Whiff, trained by Leanne Aspros, ridden by Hugh Bowman. Those numbers will have official along with 4th, 5th and 6th in just a few moments. Disappointment.
More totes.
Quite right with the Roman Rodent, I think. Loafer faces up nicely. Alan Shuck hasn't gone to his normal position where he releases the field. He's still looking down behind the back of the horses. And I'm just not sure which one it is. I think they're right now, though. Yep, we're set for action. Stand by. Set. Racing now, Burn Return off the inside, the first to go, and Emeralds Off began quickly and boldly, was well away with Major Victory, but Burn Return sped straight along the fence and led at the end of 200. Bowley second on the inside of Emeralds Off, and there goes Loafer up quickly. He's gone to second position now. Major Victory in fifth, Kamenka sixth on the inside of Arctic Venture. Blakehurst began okay. He's a little bit worse than midfield, and he's trapped deep around the Roman Rodent. My Swagman on the fence from Divas Gold, and last of all, Raise a Shout to the 800 metres mark, and Burn Return the leader, 3 parts to Loafer. A length and a half to Bowley on the inside of Major Victory, 2.5 Kamenka on the inside of Emeralds Off. A length and 3/4 Arctic Venture, My Swagman on the fence, and Blakehurst travelling 3 deep. Further back on the field, the Roman Rodent, followed by Divas Gold, and last Raise a Shout. On the bend, 500 to go. Burn Return just led Loafer. Boldly third inside Major Victory from Kamenka, and then further back came Emeralds Off. Arctic Venture missed a run from Blakehurst, and Raise a Shout well on the straight. Burn Return still the leader. Loafer being niggled at. Major Victory boldly on the fence, and a length and a half further back Blakehurst and Emeralds Off, but Burn Returns in front. Major Victory the middle, followed by Loafer. Boldly near the inside. Major Victory and Loafer together with 100 to go. Major Victory the outside, and Loafer. Loafer's going the better. Loafer got through in the middle close to home, and Loafer has won now from either Major Victory or Bowley, which came again right near the line. Just behind them, Divas Gold. Raise a Shout rattled home. Then Burn Return, followed by the Roman Rodent. Further back, My Swagman. And then Blakehurst, Arctic Venture, Kamenka, and last time is Emeralds Off. Loafer the winner. Number 2, Loafer, ridden by Shane Dye. 3:45 and 1:65. Dye driving the whip in the right hand. Major Victory just peaks on his run, and Bowley fights on strongly towards the inside, but Loafer was too good in the run to the post. Now it's Burn Return in front. Major Victory had gone past Loafer inside the 200. He looks like he's in an awful lot of pressure. Bowley sort of appears to be struggling behind them, but Major Victory got to the front, but Loafer inch by inch started to wear him down. Boldly was getting home strongly at the finish. He's looking for further Boldly, but Loafer was just too good in the run to the post, and Loafer went home to win. Now let's have a look for the numbers for second and third. Now Boldly has got second near the fence. 1 is third, Major Victory. So it's 2, 13 and 1. 8 was fourth, and that was Burn Return. So the numbers are 2, 13 and 1. Loafer first, Boldly got second, Major Victory third. Burn Returns on the fence. Divas Gold's in the blue colours, and Raise a Shout in the red and white, getting home in front of the grey, which was the Roman Rodent, in the green and black colours. Well, that's a good, hard, strong riding win by Loafer. Number 2, Loafer by Carpstad out of Crux, trained by David Hall and ridden by Shane Dye. Boldly second by Forest Glow out of Tina's Pride, trained by Colin Alderson, the rider Larry Cassidy. Major Victories by Arch Regent out of Durga Princess, trained by Brian Guy, the rider Jimmy Byrne. Cornelis...
100 metres the journey, waiting on the light. There's the light, they're set. Mino Fly the inside, they're racing a perfect start, and Mino Fly down towards the inside, got away well, taken on by Sun Regent. Out wide was McVean, followed by Dr. Doctor. Further back in the field, Guarded Love, followed by Mr. Tesla, and about 3 or 4 then Bonnie Vella last of all. On settling down as they race towards that first turn, 900 metres out, and the leader was Sun Regent. 2 over Mino Fly, settling down well. McVean goes up on the outside, 3 wide, not too far away, Dr. Doctor. A break of about 2 then, Guarded Love, a similar margin then, Mr. Tesla, and about 2 then Bonnie Vella last of all as they race down towards the 600 metre mark. Sun Regent the leader. Now the stablemate McVean moves up on the outside to second, followed by Mino Fly. Further back behind those, Dr. Doctor. Gaining ground was Guarded Love. A long break then, Mr. Tesla, followed by Bonnie Vella. But as they swing around the turn again, they're fanning wide. Out very wide, McVean raced up on the outside of Sun Regent. Just behind those, Guarded Love, followed by Mino Fly. And the next one was Dr. Doctor, well back in the field, Mr. Tesla. And then Bonnie Vella, well in the straight, with about 300 to go out. Very wide, McVean is driven to the lead, getting into the clear. Guarded Love is running on, and closer down towards the inside, Mino Fly. But here comes Guarded Love. It's Guarded Love and McVean, stride for stride. Guarded Love did best, and Guarded Love a half length McVean. Bonnie Vella flew for third, followed by Sun Regent, then Dr. Doctor. The next one home, Mr. Tesla, and Mino Fly pulled up last.
Numbers there of 6, 3 and 5. With Guarded Love paying $2.80 and $1.30 on Super Tab. Number 3, McVean at $3.20. Insufficient starters for third. Tote on Bonnie Vella. At Victoria Park, the runners are behind the line. A field of 7 again, a two-place dividend race with Suit. The favourite at $1.70.
Running. It missed it about 3/4 Russian Spy off the inside, but one of the best out Show Talk. But from the outside going quickly, Triple Gin. Starlegs began well and is up prominent, going past it. Prince of Luca and wider out as Dynamic Tycoon when they settle down. Then Highland Gathering, who's wider out on the track. Into stride they come now, and the leader is Dynamic Tycoon. Getting up inside it now is Triple Gin. Triple Gin and Dynamic Tycoon. They lead out a length and a half to recount. Third, fourth is Highland Gathering on the inside, then Prince of Luca. Further back then Bombast, followed by Starlegs. The inside 2 lengths Winter Wonderland, 3 deep around Russian Spy. A length further back in the race then came Show Talk, 1 1/2 then Kalina Raffin from Our Summertime, and the last 2 Arab Scenic. Just in front of it would have been Arc Oriosa. At Chiquita Lodge at the 1300 metre mark, and Dynamic Tycoon got the lead. A length in front of Triple Gin, a half recount. 2 further back in the race, Prince of Luca on the inside of Highland Gathering 5th. 2 to Starlegs running 6th on the inside of Bombast. A length and a half then to Russian Spy. They're followed on the outside of it, coming off the back by Winter Wonderland. 1 to Show Talk, a half then Obscenic. Then Kalina Raffin, followed on the inside by Arc Oriosa and Our Summertime last of all. Coming down the side at the 850 metre mark now, and it's Dynamic Tycoon, a length in front of Recount. Over on the inside, Triple Gin is running third, a length and a half then to Prince of Luca. Outside at Highland Gathering, Obscenic taking off deep. Starleg stays to the inside of Bombast. Then further back in the race, pulled out wide as Winter Wonderland. Dynamic Tycoon is coming around the home turn in front now from Recount under some pressure on the inside. Triple Gin, no run for Starlegs. Obscenic and Winter Wonderland have gone past it from Prince of Luca. Into the straight they race. Dynamic Tycoon in front from Recount. Starlegs about to get out now, gets the gap and goes after this leader. Then Winter Wonderland coming down the middle, followed by Obscenic. Russian Spy out deep, but Dynamic Tycoon has got a bit of a kick here. It's raced 2 lengths in front from Starlegs. Then came Obscenic, followed by Russian Spy and Prince of Luca. Dynamic Tycoon in front. Starlegs trying to peg it back. They're in front now from Kalina Raffin. Kalina Raffin with a run, but Dynamic Tycoon's a length in front. Starlegs won't get it. Kalina Raffin laying in from Prince of Luca, but Dynamic Tycoon a length and a half. Kalina Raffin, a neck third, Prince of Luca. Starlegs just couldn't pick up the leaders. A gap then to Bombast, followed by Obscenic. Then came Arc Oriosa back to the inside, then Show Talk. Further back in the race, and Russian Spy, followed by Triple Gin, and some tired runners coming in. Recount in company with Highland Gathering and Winter Wonderland.
Number 5, Dynamic Tycoon, 14.10 and 3.99. Kalina Raffin, 5.10. 3, Prince of Luca, 5.60. More from Melbourne shortly.
5, Dynamic Tycoon to return 12.90 and 3.89. Kalina Raffin to pay 5.10, and number 3, Prince of Luca, place dividend of $7.40, 695 treble, $346. Moving up at Devonport.
And C will be... And they're off. And on the outside, Pistol Star in company with Zodiac Star, the first 2 away. Commencing well, Shin Can See with Red Knight. Not far back is, at this stage, Fashion News. Costanza making ground along the rails from Bystander, Kenworth. 2 or 3 lengths to Molokai Express and a couple to Blazing Forest. Zodiac Star and now Red Knight on the inside are matching strides, and down to the 600 they go, with Red Knight drawing about a neck on Zodiac Star. 2 to Fashion News inside of Shin Can See, and about 3 to Costanza, 1 to Bystander, and 2 to Pistol Star, dropping off now after a good jump. And then Kenworth, Blazing Forest, and last is now Molokai Express as they swing into the straight. Zodiac Star the outside, and Shin Can See coming up on the inner, and between them Red Knight feeling the strain at about 5 lengths to Fashion News. Shin Can See and Zodiac Star to the 200. Shin Can See got the better of Zodiac Star, clear of Red Knight, followed by Fashion News, but Shin Can See ridden from behind today and is streaking clear of Zodiac Star. Blazing Forest from a mile back will get third, but Shin Can See wins it impressively from Zodiac Star. Third, Blazing Forest, followed by Red Knight. A gap then to Costanza, Fashion News, Bystander, about 8 or 10 then to Pistol Star, 2 to Kenworth, and 2 or 3 lengths to Molokai Express last.
On the Super Tab 1, Shin Can See, 370, 170, 2 Zodiac Star, 110, 14 Blazing Forest, 520.
Run home from a long way back for third. On the New South Wales tote, Shin Can See, $4, $1.50, written from behind today, and that seemed to suit him. He got a lovely run, one out, one back, and pulled to the inside out in the centre of the track of the two on his outside, and quickly beat off Zodiac Star, who got the better of Red Knight, but Zodiac Star had no answer to Shin Can See. $4 and $1.50, 2 Zodiac Star $1.40, and 14 Blazing Forest $5.50. Shin Can See, trained by Gay Waterhouse. It's a double for Guy and a winning treble for Jimmy Cassidy. Jim won on Say Good Morning, Zaquita. And now this colt, who's by Bite the Bullet from Heaven Blessed, owned by Tommy Smith, T.G. Lynch, Mrs. Y. Smith and Irene Russell. And the Shin Can See, 6 starts, 2 wins, a second and 2/3. Zodiac Star by Victory Prince from Scorpio, a 2-year-old chestnut colt. His first go on heavy ground today, one on slow. Darren Smith, Len Beasley, he battled on well, and Blazing Forest is by Forest Glow from Starfrill. Warwick Hales trains his Bay Colt 2, ridden by Bob Alyssa. The 4th place getter was number 4 for the record book, and that being Red Knight. The margins are 2 3/4 both ways, 2 3/4 both ways, and the time we have at 1:06.55. 1:06.55.
Racing. Now the inside lease began okay. Curio Jade dropped back shortly after the jump. Forest is going to lead. As they settle down now and run through the first 150, it's Forest the leader. Vardalele's to second, and Liana is a neck away third over on the inside. Forest just trapped a little bit wide, so he's going to have to let him slide a little bit. King Lotto's back to 4th, then Mossman on the outside, Lease on the inside of Traditional, then Curio Jade, or Traditional is getting his head up in the air again, and Stanzag drops to the rear. Now Forest is in front, and immediately the jockey puts on the brakes. Vardalele moving up onto the outside of Forest. A length and a half away third is Liana. Mossman is next, pushing through in the centre there is King Lotto, followed by Lease. Lease within about 4 lengths of the leader. Traditional just seemed to drop back. He was over racing. Stanzak is over on the inside, and Curio Jade whipped them in. Coming down the side now, 700 metres to go. Forest in front of Vardalele. Liana's 1 away third. King Lotto 4th. Mossman having a wide run. He's 3 deep, followed by Stanzak. Lease is in between horses. Traditional is up on his outside, and last of all is Curio Jade. 4 lengths covers the field as they run to the bend, and with 450 metres to go, it's Forest just in front of Vardalele. Mossman on the outside coming up to them. Liana's just behind them, followed by King Lotto, who's shouldering into Traditional. Lisa's shuffled back to last with 300 metres to go, and it's Mossman going to the lead. Mick took him to the front. Mossman got away a length in front. Vardalele running second, then Forest. Traditional on the outside. Lease can't get a go at them. Curio Jade running on. Mossman in front. He's starting to feel the pinch a little bit now. Here comes Lease. Lease is flying. Mossman in front. Lease diving at him. No, couldn't get him. Mossman has beaten Lease. It's a photo for third. In that photo, we have Vardalele in company there with Stanzak. Stanzak may get third. King Lotto's wide. Curio Jade is wide. Next in was Liana. Then Traditional, and Forest last home.
Number 2, Mossman, 6.10 the win, 1.90 for the place. 8 Lease, $1.40 for third. 1 Stanzag, 3.30, or Vardalele, number 6 at 12.50.
2 Mossman, 7.30, 1.70. 8 Lease to return, 1.30. Those for third. 1 Stanzag, $3, or 6 Vardalele, $10.70. Let's go back to the Canberra Racecourse. Michael Heath.
Yeah, feature event on today's card, Paul, 1,600 metres.
Doesn't even make you feel better. This is the main event at Canberra, the Prime Minister's Plate, and the tote update of the fancied runners. Ken Quest, $7.90, on deck $9.60. Ben Glide, very short at 2.10 as we join Tony Campbell.
The main race of the day, the Prime Minister's Plate. Gates open, racing in the Prime Minister's Plate. Burtett went back to the tail of the field. Now Noble Dane looking for the lead early, followed then by My Cavalier down towards the inside. Kalahari Sands between runners, further back behind those Semi-Omu. Reefing for its head, Ben Glide racing very ungenerously. Back behind those on deck, followed by Ken Quest back towards third last. And Burtett and Richkin were the last pair. On settling down as they race down the back in the Prime Minister's Plate inside the 1200. And the big galloper Noble Dane is bowling along, a length and a half in front of Semi-Omu. A half a length then My Cavalier, followed by Kalahari Sands. In between runners on deck, followed then by Ken Quest on the outside. A further length or so, Ben Glide, followed by Burtett. And a half a length then, Richkin on the outside as last of all. As they leave the back and race down the side, little change in the order, where the leader was Noble Dane. 2 in front of Semi-Omu. With the run of the race, My Cavalier third on the inside. Then Kalahari Sands, followed by Ken Quest going up wide. On deck is back along the inside. A further length then came Ben Glide, the favourite. Further back in the field, second last as they race down the side, Burtett. And a length then, Richkin at the tail of the field, up towards the turn, and Scorse goes for Noble Dane now. Noble Dane is the leader out wide. Ken Quest is running on. Kalahari Sands followed further back to Semiamu. My Cavalier back along the inside, followed by On Deck, booted into the clear, and the next one was Ben Glide waiting for a run, but in the straight with about 350 to go, heading towards the outside fence. The leader was Noble Dane, booted closer down towards the centre, followed then by On Deck, and the next one was Kalahari Sands, but out very wide. It's Noble Dane, the leader. Burdett's coming down the centre, and On Deck closer down towards the inside. Out wide, Noble Dane is well clear though. It's Noble Dane. Burdett tries hard, but Noble Dane wins the Prime Minister's Plate. Noble Dane first, Burdett second, On Deck third, then Richkin, followed by Ben Glide, never really a chance. The next one was My Cavalier, Semiamu, Ken Quest second last, and the last one to pull up was Kalahari Sands.
Number 8, Noble Dane, is going to pay $5.90 and $1.90 on Super Tab. Number 4, Boot It, $2.80. And number 3, On Deck, $1.80. That was the Prime Minister's Plate, with Noble Dane and John Scorse being successful. Better Lake Mail Special coming up at Victoria Park in race 4, and it's number 5, which is Kiora.
Bounced away okay. White out Sterling Emblem. Noble Deed are ridden up and going forward now. Up in the middle is Nap Hill. Nap Hill in front now from Noble Deed. She's keen to go up on the outside. Just behind those Sterling Emblem with Loretta Trass, who settles fourth. Going out of the straight now from Chase Me Charlie as again. Then Bradley's Lane further back in the race and Future Shock. Moving up on the outside of it, Razor Count. 2 or 3 to Navajo Flash, and last of all Gold Polaris. Going out of the straight with 2,000 metres to go, and the leader is Nap Hill. 3/4 Noble Deed. A length and a half Hereditas running third, 1 further back Sterling Emblem. They're followed by Razor Count going up fifth, 3 away from the fence, 2 lengths to As Again on the inside of Chase Me Charlie, 1.5 Future Shock, 2 further back Bradley's Lane, 2 then to Navajo Flash, and last of all Gold Polaris as they go to the 1,800 metre mark. And on the outside here, Noble Deed has gone up to match strides with Nap Hill on the inside. It's Noble Deed and Nap Hill, a length and a half Razor Count third, well off the fence, 2 further back then Hereditas. Over on the inside of Sterling Emblem, a couple of lengths further back running sixth in the race, Chase Me Charlie, 2 to Future Shock. As Again on the inside of it, a length further back Bradley's Lane, 3/4 further back then came Navajo Flash, and 3 last of all Gold Polaris. Into the back they race at the 1,400 metre mark, and Noble Deed about a neck in front of Nap Hill, 2 to Razor Count, 1.5 Hereditas, Sterling Emblem fifth the outside, a length and a half Chase Me Charlie, 2 to Future Shock. As Again getting up on the inside of it, and 2 lengths to Bradley's Lane. Moving up on the outside of it, Navajo Flash, and last of all Gold Polaris. Noble Deed up outside this leader Nap Hill. It's Noble Deed about a neck in front as they go towards the 1,100 metre mark. They're 3 lengths in front now from Razor Count, Hereditas, and starting a run Chase Me Charlie around, then further back Sterling Emblem, a length into Future Shock. As Again is bottled up over on the inside. Navajo Flash went around the outside of it, 2 to Gold Polaris, Bradley's Lane last of all. Nap Hill stays to the fence. Noble Deed up on the outside is joining it again, a length into Chase Me Charlie, who makes a line of 3 when they come up towards the 650 metre mark. They're a length and a half in front now from Razor Count, and they're followed further out on the track by Navajo Flash when they turn. Hereditas is back nearer the inside, and As Again from behind it around the turn. Chase Me Charlie out very deep, took the lead. Hereditas gets a run through from Razor Count. As Again is back to the inside, got on some heels from Navajo Flash, going down towards a 350 metre mark. Razor Count coming out of Chase Me Charlie, and on the outside Navajo Flash. They're clear of Hereditas. It's Razor Count on the inside, drawing a neck in front from Chase Me Charlie. Now a length in front of Chase Me Charlie, then the outside Navajo Flash. Razor Count got over a length and a half in front. On the outside Navajo Flash from Chase Me Charlie. Razor Count's pulling out plenty, revelling in the ground, and Razor Count will come away a length and a half to Navajo Flash. A neck third is Chase Me Charlie, a long gap Sterling Emblem, then Noble Deed, further back then Hereditas. Future Shock, As Again, never came into it from Bradley's Lane. Gold Polaris and Nap Hill is last of all.
10 Razor Count, 1970 and 380. 7 Navajo Flash, 390. 5 Chase Me Charlie, 210.
10 Razor Count to return on the Super Tab, $14.90 and $3.50. Number 7 Navajo Flash to pay $4, and 5 Chase Me Charlie placed dividend of $2 even. Getting set at Devonport, the last couple in the market there. We got down to number 7 Stopgap, 25.9, 8 Sid Chrome, 16.4, 9 All Steamed Up, 662.60, and 10 Clay, 17.450. Close to a start there with the selections 142. National Racing Service, Triple SFM. Try for this update, Sydney with Ian.
Championship. They're racing. Oh, what a great start it was too, and Corey Bet, one of the smartest away. Loose Lady jumped well with Drafter. Not far back as they settle the favourite Crimson Pilot with Ideal Realm at Arctic. Ideal Realm dropping back a little now as Arctic Will goes past it, and then Serenata followed by Beulah Media Scoop. Now after a good jump, Loose Lady starting to lose ground, about a half to three-quarters Samson Grand, and then comes Strictly Family and dropping out to last Track Cruiser. On past the 950, and Corey Bet leads the way. Arctic Will runs to second. Crimson Pilot third inside of Serenata and Drafter. Ideal Realm is next. A length to Beulah, then three-quarters to Samson Grand. Media Scoop on the inside. A length and a half Strictly Family. Track Cruiser the rails. And a length and a half to Loose Lady, who's lost a lot of leeway. 600 out on the Jim Bell Country Championship final. And Corey Bet three-quarters Arctic Will. A length to Crimson Pilot, followed by Serenata, Ideal Realm. Track Cruiser's made ground, then Beulah, Drafter, followed by Samson Grand, and a good margin. Media Scoop, Strictly Family, and Loose Lady tailed off as they straighten up now. And Arctic Will is the leader. Got away from Corey Bet. Crimson Pilot second. Third is Serenata on the outside. Down to the 200 metres. Serenata is out after Arctic Will, and Crimson Pilot battling on doggedly. Serenata out under the roses. Races to Arctic Will. On the inside, Crimson Pilot, but Serenata from Goulburn is coming away. And Serenata wins it brilliantly. Three-quarters of a length, the Crimson Pilot. Arctic Will third, and this trio straight at their next rival. And that was Corey Bet, followed by Ideal Realm, Drafter, Beulah, Strictly Family, Track Cruiser, Samson Grand. Media Scoop has run second last, and tailed right off was Loose Lady.
On the Super Tab, number 3, Serenata, 710, 240, 2 Crimson Pilot, 161, Arctic Will, 230, Daily Double, 3 and 3, 1720.
Rolls on and on. Serenata, 640 and 210. Second placing going to number 2, Crimson Pilot will pay 160, and Arctic Will number 1 will return $2.10. Serenata, trained by Ken Callaghan for W.G. Hall, J.R. Bradley, M. Merriman, R.S. Ryan, and the Capricorn Park Stud Syndicate, managed by Ken Callaghan, who trains at the new racecourse at Goulburn, which should be underway towards the end of the year. And this mare is by Bureaucracy from Medinas, a brown mare 4, and ridden by Justin Sheehan. Second placing to number 2, Crimson Pilot, by Red Bletch from Park Hills Flyer, Bruce Flick, Jim Cassidy, and Arctic Will by Will Dancer from Non-Arctica, Keith Swan, John Powell. We wait for those to become official. The time, 1:27.96, 1:27.96, and that mare Serenata's now had 14 starts for 6 wins, 2 seconds and 3/3. The fourth went to...
Light on. Movement out wide. Mr. Newmarket moving about, racing. Mr. Newmarket fast away. Can Grande going quickly. Bimbadine fast away. Ballerina drifting back off the pace in the early part. It's Can Grande just in front of Bimbadine, driving through in the centre there. Laguna going up just behind the pace. Turpentine is in that bunch as well as they settle down in the red, and Bimbadine, they're the joint leaders. Can Grande is a length away third, then Newsep. Dance Beat is a little bit wide. Laguna is next on the inside of Bill's Best. Getting back as Mr. Newmarket, Turpentine and Ballerina on the home turn for 50 metres out in the red, just in front of Bimbadine and Can Grande. Dance Beat has been wide for the trip. He's 4 wide on the outside. Laguna's just behind them, then Newsep. Turpentine coming to the outside, running on, and further back Valerina. Dance Beat's gone to the lead. They're in the straight now. 250 metres to go. Dance Beat in front of Can Grande. Turpentine is trying hard on the outside, but Mick sent him away, Dance Beat. Mick's looking good again. Home you go, Mickey Dittman. Dance Beat's too good for them in the run to the line. Dance Beat first, Turpentine second, third Can Grande, followed by Mr. Newmarket, then Valerina running on. Laguna. Newsep was the next one over the line. Bimbadine, Bill's Best, and in the red, the last one home.
Winner number 4, Dan Speed, $5.40 the win, and for the place, $1.90. 5 Turpentine, $2.50. 1 Can Grande, $1.70.
Number 4, Dance